okay. I had title and screen, thumbnail and such picked out for this video, but for some reason my phone wanted to keep inviting somebody that I didn't even try to invite, so I scrapped it, and here we are. So the title and description and such is going to be haunted places in Warren, Pennsylvania, Warren, PA. And so most of them are in Warren County. I think there's one just outside of Warren County. And these are places that we've been to either individually or as a group. Maybe I'll throw in one or two places in Jamestown, Chautauqua area anyways, and go from there. So I hope you're doing well. The first place that I can think of in Warren, Pennsylvania that we've been to that's haunted, in our opinion, would be the street name is Morrison Run. Now, if you're familiar with the area and you bet you lived around here or whatever, you'll recognize it. So what it is off of Route 6, just outside of the city of Warren, Pennsylvania. You take a left off the bridge onto Route 6, and you go about 3 minutes down the road. You look on the right hand side, and you'll see a railroad tunnel that you have to go under. And you go, hi, how you doing? So you go through this tunnel, which is pretty cool during the day, a little creepy at night if you let it vibe with you that way. So you go there and you go up through the little gravel road up to about 5 minutes. Well, no, not even 5 minutes, about 3 minutes up the hill. And if you look, you'll see a little camping area. Now, we've been there a few times, and I will say that even during the day, it could. Oh, that's off Route 6, Morrison Run. That's just outside of Warren, and so we've been there a few times. During the daytime, when we went to this location, it's a second camping spot up the hill. If you're familiar with the area. Yep, that'd be the one. And pretty cool during the day, a little creepy at night to go through that tunnel. And you go up to the second one, and it'll be on the left-hand side. Me and my significant other went there to kind of check it out one time before we were doing a live investigation. And this was broad daylight, just two of us down in this camping area. And we brought some equipment with us. You could go back in our videos, you'll see anything that pretty much says haunted woods covers this area, because this area is pretty cool, and it's free for anybody to go to. So everything that I'm talking about here is open to the public. Have you had any activity there, or never really felt much? Because so we brought equipment there during the day, and we weren't getting quite a bit over the spirit box or anything, but we were getting it just felt off. And so it was just the two of us. And like I said, if you go back through our videos, you'll see us talk anything that says scary woods, haunted woods, or whatever. It has to deal with Morrison Run in Warren, Pennsylvania. And so as we were sitting there kind of getting a game plan for our nighttime investigation, we started noticing that everything was getting quiet, that everything was getting kind of oddly quiet, like no crickets, no birds, no nothing like that. Sorry about that. Got a tickle in my throat. I apologize. So I decided after we started hearing some, to us, they weren't quite human sounding noises, like not screams, not howls, not whooping like you would hear a Bigfoot or something, but we were hearing something like something was kind of hollering out to a second one. And hello everybody. And it started every time we were talking, me and my significant other were talking, we start hearing this I don't even know what to call it, kind of a mix between a whooping noise and a yell, but it was more like a call saying, I'm here, over here, and we're going through, and every time we would speak, we'd hear it. Like something was waiting for us to much love from Indonesian. Sorry, I'm driving, so I'm paying attention, but safety first. So this went on for a couple minutes, and every time we'd hear it, like I said, the woods were very quiet, very, very quiet, and it almost felt like a pressure in the area, like things, like almost like we were in like water almost, but not like thick water. Just so, anyways, at that point, I started thinking to myself that we'd had no way to defend ourselves, so it was time to get out of there. And because I didn't even have a pocket knife at that point, I was thinking broad daylight, I wasn't gonna need it. So I am coming upon an area where I'm gonna lose connection. I am not ending alive, so stay with me, and we'll come back on the other side if we lose connection. Yeah, the roads aren't great everywhere. Yeah. But hi everybody that popped in. If you do me a favor, by the way, before I hit this dead zone, and I'm gonna stay alive, but if you have a moment to follow me, I'm still working on that 1,000 follower grind to monetize this channel. That'd be awesome. So at that point, we decided that we had enough of this place, and we left before something did come and get us, be it wild animal or otherwise, you know what I mean? So later on, when we had a group of us, we've been there a couple times at night. We've heard our Leefoot has heard his name called by a woman one time when he was there, when no woman was present. I've had equipment there, like motion sensor lights go off, odd feelings, personal experiences and such. So that's one place in Warren, Pennsylvania that is available for free investigations. It's off of Route 6. I don't know what message was held for review. Hopefully it's a glitch or YouTube being overly cautious. If not, it just won't be approved. So the second place that is just outside of Warren is called Pit Hole. Now, Pit Hole, Pennsylvania, I think it's just outside of Warren County, to be honest. And that's on the way to Erie, Pennsylvania, through I'm trying to remember the route numbers, but Google it, you'll find it. It's historic, all kinds of things on it. Pit Hole, Pennsylvania. It's a little park now. It's a state park, so you can go visit. They do during the Halloween season. They do lantern tours, and so it's like a big hill. And it was a town, and it looks like maybe this is where I lost it all. So Pit Hole, Pennsylvania was a town of about 3,000 people who was just living there peacefully. They had buildings, they had streets. It was just a nice little town to be in, from my understanding. Just people living their life on a hill in Pennsylvania. I've been there. You'll see videos on this channel that says Pit Hole, historic Pit Hole, and it does, it's a nice little area. So I can see why people would want to live. They had hotels, they had jail, they had all that stuff in this place. So it's not like it was a little nowhere place. Well, it is nowhere, it's in the middle of the woods, but you get my point. So what makes this town haunted, we believe, is the fact that overnight, pretty much, they struck oil, and this town of like 3,000 people, and I might have the numbers slightly off, swole to over 30,000 people for a town that was only meant for a few thousand at most. So the population overnight just went crazy from the oil boom, and with it came all kinds of crime, all kinds of things that just ain't good. It was an outlaw situation, to the point where there was murder, there was very aggressive things happening to women, and even the small town mayor or whatever public official was overseeing the place, his daughter got kidnapped, and so it went crazy there. All kinds of bad things happened in this town called Pit Hole, Pennsylvania. All kinds of bad things happened in this town. So you can only imagine what kind of energy that imprinted on the place. So the group, WASP, Warren Area Society of Paranormal, hadn't been there officially with everybody, but me and Lee went, and the vibes there as it's getting dark is crazy. It really is. When we first got there, we found there's like a picnic area, and we found all the videos that you'll see a creepy doll, and that's Pit Hole. And it's just I've gotten EVPs there, and very odd feelings there, more personal feelings than physical evidence. But it's a free place where you check out, unless they're doing a lantern tour, which you can find online, and it's a great place to go if you want to have a little investigation without it costing you an arm and leg. That's Pit Hole, Pennsylvania. And then the last one I'm going to do for this video, that a lot of people are always shocked to find out when I talk about this place as being active, as in haunting. To me, I would say it's probably one of the more active locations in Warren, Pennsylvania that you could find. Now, there's a little caveat to that. you can't just go anywhere on this property. Well, you can. And I'm kind of stretching this out for a few extra seconds because I know I've been in the dead zone and I don't know if I'm quite live still, so I'm kind of, going back and forth. If I'm still live, give me a heart or something, or say you can hear me still. That's the joys of living here. Is it's beautiful, it's nice. The roads aren't great, but it's nice. But we hit dead zones. But I see the numbers picking back up, people joining. So this location, a lot of people get shocked when I tell them where it is. And now that I see that I know I'm live, I'll say it, is what is known as the Warren Mall in Warren, Pennsylvania, on Market Street. It's the strip mall now. Before it was an indoor mall. You're able to visit the property. I don't think the stores that are there would be happy if everybody just started breaking out ghost hunting equipment and running through the stores. But I might be wrong. I guess if you buy a slice of pizza or something, they would be all right with it, I guess. Napoli's, the people that run Napoli's Pizza at the mall, they like paranormal stuff, so they'd be all for it. But anyways, the mall has a history of haunted activity. We've been there. Wasp has been there many times. One of the things that if you wanted to investigate and you have some equipment or you just want that creepy vibe, is go behind the mall by the river, and if you're behind the old Bonton is where all the activity we always get. But we've gotten things there from when it was an enclosed mall. I've seen people get like some bruises on their neck. People say they've been hurt. I've heard, personally, I heard footsteps on the roof while I was inside. And the mall, the roof is solid steel beams. So you should be hearing footsteps up there because it's too thick. Plus it was after hours, and I sure hell wasn't checking it out. I was working there at the time. When there was a third shift, the third shift worker who was there for years would never work in the place unless he had music going on through headphones. I think he just didn't want to hear the noise. I don't think he wanted to be spooked. So the Warren Mall, you can check out. Now, through our, we've gotten kids there, kids' voices. There was a young boy about the age of 10 named Miguel. He only spoke Spanish, so I could not interpret it. But there was somebody that went there that we knew who spoke fluent Spanish, and he had a whole conversation through the spirit box. All kinds of voices, EVPs. Through the spirit box, I was able to find out that there was 2 young girls in the back parking lot that would talk until another male would come through and stop them. His name we got over the spirit box was Michael, and he does not like women. He tries to intimidate them. He tries to get physical, I believe. He just doesn't. Michael does not like women, or my son. He didn't care for my son either, Andrew, when he was there. So those are 3 locations that you could check out. Morrison Run in Warren, Pennsylvania, Pit Hole, Pennsylvania, and the Warren Mall on Market Street in Warren, Pennsylvania. Check them out. I think they're all free. I think you'll like them. And I have videos of all those places on this channel. Anything that says haunted woods, haunted parking lot, or anything with a parking lot deals with the mall. The woods would be Morrison Run. And pit hole is anything to do with that says historic pit hole or shows a thumbnail of dolls. So those are 3 locations that free to use, public property. And if you guys get a chance to check those out, leave a comment, let me know. That'd be awesome to see some of your guys' stuff and what you find, especially the mall. That would be awesome. So hi everybody that just popped in. I am ending this live, so I appreciate y'all stopping in. Like I said, I'm working on that 1,000 follower grind, so if you will be generous and follow, that would be awesome. Without anything else to say, I bid you all a great day. And as always, stay spooky.